For the most part, rain showers and a little graupel mixed in. That's all working out. We do see drier conditions over the rest of this evening as you're making your evening plans. It's also going to stay a little on the chilly end. We're dropping below freezing tonight, so look for widespread frost, and that's going to be the theme the next couple nights in a row. So if you have any plants to protect, you need to do so tonight and make that a habit over the next week or even longer than that. Now, first up, as we look at exact track radar, not seeing much for shower activity anymore. A few blips on radar, kind of north of Janesville. For the most part, those will track east, kind of north of Lake Geneva, or rest of northern Illinois, looking fairly dry, so should have a dry end of the evening. Still a little breezy to blustery, gusts up to 25, 30 miles per hour, looking at those winds out of the west. And the reason why we're bringing them up is because that factors into how it feels outdoors. Temperatures in the 40s, you throw in the wind, it feels like the upper 30s in some spots, 38 in Beloit, feels like 34 in Monroe, 39 in Mount Morris. So just make sure you've got those extra fall layers handy, maybe even a windbreaker, because we do have a brisk end to the evening as well as a chilly night ahead. Temperatures down to 30 degrees, which means we're below freezing. Widespread frost likely then as a result. And because we're seeing widespread frost or even a hard freeze, which we dropped down below freezing for several hours, National Weather Service did issue a freeze warning for northern Illinois, frost advisory for southern Wisconsin. Either way, if you do have plants that you want to protect, you want to cover them up or bring them inside starting this evening and then take them back outdoors tomorrow morning. If you don't want to bother with protecting those plants, probably we'll see them wilt or if not completely die because of the freezing conditions that we have later on tonight. So take the precautions if you need to. 54 for tomorrow, mainly cloudy, another cool and breezy day ahead, and we're still keeping an eye out for a chance for some showers, not necessarily during the day, but later on going into the night. So tomorrow evening, if you're going to be out at some of the football games, just make sure you're ready for those scattered showers. They start to kick in roughly after kickoff and then sticking around on and off throughout most of those games. And check out those wind chills. We haven't had to talk about them yet this season, but there they are, low 40s to upper 30s by the time those games are wrapping up tomorrow night. So as you start to make your weekend plans, here's Future Track for Friday evening. Here we are at 6 o'clock. Line of light rain showers starting to move through the area. We'll continue to have on and off light rainfall. I don't think it's going to stay steady, but it will kind of go back and forth between dry and rainy conditions throughout tomorrow evening. Should be done by the time we get to about 10 o'clock tomorrow, and then going into the weekend with dry and somewhat sunny conditions. You know, those temperatures really not warming up much. Low 50s for highs over the weekend, and we are looking at temperatures below freezing for lows once we go through the weekend itself. Even colder weather's ahead from there. 45 on Monday, 47 for Tuesday, kind of right around the typical time that we see our first day in the 40s for highs. We do have a bit of a rebound ahead in your most accurate 10-day forecast. Conditions are back up, close to 60 degrees by the time we get to next week, which may just feel like a heat wave compared to some of the weather that we have ahead, especially going into early next week. Brittany and Derek.
All right, thank you very much, Alex.